Hey guys, it's Jose Zuniga. This is Teaching Men's Fashion, and for this week I got a video on layering. Now this video has been asked for a while now, and especially now that it's winter, you guys want to learn how to layer. Now layering is a very simple concept and many people think it's a difficult thing to do, but layering is just that, adding a layer of clothes on top of each other. And many of you do it without even noticing. When you add a blazer on top of a dress shirt, you're layering. That's what layering is. Now, where it starts to get difficult is when you add that third layer. Usually your layering would only go up to 3 layers. Anything more will be really bulky unless you add like an overcoat or something. But really 3 layers of clothing is the most you'll probably or most likely will have without looking like a big snowball on top. Layering, I'm going to give you 4 basic concepts that you should keep in mind if you want to do this. All right, 1, you want to keep your layers very thin, right? You're going to be adding layers of clothing, and like I said, the more you add, the more it makes you look bulky and really bad on top. So to prevent this, keep your layers thin, all right? 2, you want your layers to contrast. So a good way to make your layers contrast and to enhance each layer so people can see that you're wearing various layers is to play with your colors, your patterns, and your prints. So make them contrast. Make sure they contrast. You don't want them to match too much because then you'll lose the whole idea of layering. 3 is to keep your proportions different. So the same concept that we talked in step 2 kind of rolls on to this one. You want your layers to contrast and to be visible, so you're going to want your proportions to be different. In other words, if a t-shirt under a dress shirt, you most likely won't see that because they're the same, one hides the other. So what you want is something, so for example, I got a dress shirt on and I throw on a vest. The vest obviously is a smaller article, so you'll see the 2 different layers, right? And then finally is taste. I guess that's the best way I can put it. There comes a point in menswear where you have to be able to stand in front of a mirror and say to yourself, does this look good? Unfortunately, I can't teach you taste, but you can read magazines, read articles, and watch my videos. You start learning and seeing what looks good. Of course, right now, I am going to show you some examples on layering and how you can do it. So, like I said, I got a couple outfits to show you to give you an idea on layering and maybe help you develop the taste section of the 4 tips that I gave you earlier. Now, right now, I got a pretty simple outfit. I have some khakis. This will make my layering process easier. All right, so like I mentioned earlier, adding a vest on top of your dress shirt, that's probably one of the most simplest layers, and it's good for the fall time because it's not too cold and it's not so warm that you can't add a vest. So obviously you would add a vest, and then for your 3rd layer, you would add a blazer. Now, if you want to play on from this or it's getting colder, this is where it gets interesting. So if it's starting to get colder and you want to switch it up a little bit, you can add a sweater under here. It doesn't necessarily have to be a gray cardigan. I think a gray cardigan is a good idea though because you can use it with a lot of outfits because it doesn't matter what colors you're wearing, gray will most likely go with it and the blazer that you're wearing on top of it. Also make sure it's a very thin cardigan. You don't want a heavy knit because it's going to look really bulky under the suit jacket. Another thing is that I used the same pieces, almost the same concept pieces throughout, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. You can switch up the blazer colors, you can obviously switch up the pants, the shirts, the tie, and it will make the outfit look a lot different. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a blazer. You can switch it up and put something else on top, like a jean jacket or a quilted vest. So play on with those 3 pieces that you have. And like I said, I keep it usually at 3 pieces only because anything more it'll just be too much. I hope this video was informative and helped you guys. If you did like it, remember to hit the like button. It helps me out, reach more men. Also, hit the subscribe button. I try to put out videos every week, and thank you for watching.